Blind date. That's right, you heard that right. That's blind date, not blind date. B-I-N-D, not B-L-I-N-D. Blind date. Justin was a very lonely guy. He was 26 years old, and he was still a virgin. He was what many would refer to as a loser. Justin had been single for as long as he could remember. The only woman that had ever loved him was his mother, and for obvious reasons, that didn't count. Justin had a problem, and that problem was obsession. He was obsessed with women who were too far out of his league. He always developed crushes on the kind of women who wouldn't give a man like him a second glance. He fell for cheerleaders and supermodel types, and they always looked at him with plain disgust. One day in his apartment, Justin was on the internet. He was jumping from website to website, looking for tips and advice on how to impress top-tier women. While he was browsing, he came across a shady website that had the solution to his problem of loneliness. The website promised to make any woman he wanted fall instantly and hopelessly in love with him. He didn't quite believe it at first, but he realized that he had nothing to lose if he tried it. The site had a text box for him to fill in the name of the woman that he most desired. There was a warning that stated not to enter more than one name. Justin worried about putting in a single name in the case the girl ended up not being interested, so instead, he filled in the names of all 12 of the women that he was crushing on at the moment, leaving no room for spaces between any of the names, and the site accepted them and went blank. He began to wait, eager to see what would happen, and was soon pacing the length of his apartment when he heard a knock on the door. Excitedly, he ran to see who it was. It was Sharon. Yes, S-H-A-R-O-N, Sharon, one of the girls whose names he had entered on the website. He was about to say something when another girl arrived, and then another, and then another, and then another, until all 12 girls were at his door. Suddenly, they began to be sucked. Yeah, sucked, or morphed into each other as their flesh melted and fused together. Arms and legs were disfigured as they went and broke like twigs to fit into one place like some kind of horrific jigsaw puzzle. Sounds of tearing and squelching were coming from within as intestines and organs tore apart and fused together to become just one. The giant, grotesque mass of flesh and bone was finally complete, and it was hideous. That thing that stood before Justin had 24 eyes, 12 mouths, and hair of 4 different colors. It resembled a gruesome spider-like creature. It reached out a disjointed hand with 30 fingers and caressed Justin's trembling cheek.
Well, Justin, how do I look?
Well, Justin,
How
do I look? Well, Justin, how do I look?
The creature asked, in the voice of each girl that echoed in unison. Beautiful. Beautiful. Justin replied, with love in his eyes.
Well, Justin, how do I look?
Beautiful. So beautiful.